Okay, hello people. So this is answers to users' questions, something that I don't often do, but I'm going to start doing more often. So guys, I'm just going to go through a couple of questions that people have asked, and this will be a really quick video, but you might learn something that you didn't know. So I have one viewer who has asked me, hey, how do you drag your view around the 3D window? I am new to this program and I thought the only way to change the view was to zoom in and out and focus zoom on different pieces using the short key F. It's the shortcut key F. Okay, so shortcut key F, which is just clicking F, will bring whatever piece you have selected forward. So if I select the back piece, let's just go ahead and select the back leg and I click F, it will focus there on the 2D window. If I click on the cuff, it will go ahead in the 3D window and focus on the cuff. However, if you have a I guess that's a 3-key mouse, the one with the scroll wheel in the middle, you can scroll in and out, right? But if you click on the scroll, you can grab around. If you click on the scroll mouse, you can just grab it around like that, or you can right click and that will give you your rotation of, say you want to go ahead and focus on the cuff, then you could drag around, but you still in focus on the cuff, right? And then if you want to zoom out, same thing. If you want to focus on the back piece, you click F, and then if I want to get a little closer, if I want to right click, I can get around that way. So I hope that answers your question. And that is how you navigate in your 3D window, as well as a 2D window. So 2D window, I can go ahead and grab. The right key does not work in the 2D window, but then you can also zoom in and out. So, I mean the left key does, the scroll doesn't work. So the left key, no, the right key does work. If you click on the right key, yeah, sorry guys, the right key doesn't work. The scroll wheel will help you grab and go around. Okay. Okay, for the next question, someone's having trouble importing an avatar. So I'm going to go ahead and save this project as viewer questions. All right. I'm going to set this to new, a new file, and we're going to delete all avatars. And then I'm going to go ahead and import in OBJ. And I'm going to do Alyssa A pose. Now, when you are importing an object, you have to be mindful of what you exported it as. So if I were to import this from Blender, it would be on 1%. And then it will come in no arrangement points. I wonder what's wrong. The avatar is teeny tiny. So if you export from, look, you can't even see her, like she disappears, she's so small. If you export from another program, you have to make sure that you export at the right size. So from DAZ going to Clo, it's easy 100%. So I could just go ahead and import that same avatar. And if I just import it at 100%, which I didn't even check to see if it was 100% or 1%. Sometimes you change it and it doesn't do it. Yes. So another way you know that your avatar is working is you can see the shadow here. The grid looks a bit usual, like 6 by 6 or 5 by 5. I'm not sure how wide this grid is. But that means your avatar is in there in the right size. If it's really small, that means you have to scale it up upon import. So whether that be 10% or 100%, you have to go ahead and check and see if that helps your problem. Okay, thanks. Okay, for the next user question, I have a user that wants to know about the fabric. Can you please explain a video, can you please make a video or explain how to make a garment white or light desired colors? The Clo 6.1 garment starts out gray on the front and black on the back. I have checked on the fabric in the object browser and I want to change the colors in both 2D and 3D window. The highlighted colors are changing, but only the dark colors from gray where it started. I have turned desaturation on and nothing happens. Nothing is changing. I can't get any light colors or even the color where it just stays gray or whatever dark color I choose. Can you please help? Yes. Okay, so let's open up our, let's just grab an avatar. I'm just going to put a garment on her that I know is a solid color. And this will pretty much demonstrate what she's talking about with the fabric. This was not made for this avatar, but we're going to work with it. Okay. So. Here we are. Okay, so if I wanted to go ahead and make this fabric white, let's just make it white. Let's make this one white. As you can see, I'm changing the color in the fabric properties window. So you have a dark side and you have a light side. So this light side is, the default fabric is usually white with a gray background. So if I want to just see the color on both sides in this little window, I can go ahead and click back texture surface. That's telling me what's on the back. So it's white. And this telling me what's on the front. So let's try that again. In this window, there's something called thick textured surface that will give you the same color on both sides, whatever is in your fabric parameters. So in your textile parameters, your property editor for your textiles, you have your fabric listed here, but you have also front, back, and side. So it has nothing to do with your desaturation or your displacement map. This is just about the fabric. So if I want to go ahead and make something back on the back side, I can turn this off and I can make this on the back side light blue. So now I have light blue on the back. If I want to go back to the front and I want to make this, I don't know, turquoise or whatever color that is, or a darker blue. Now I have these two colors, right? And then this is still white. But I can go ahead and click on here, click on the fabric, and I see the back side is a different color from the front side. And I see that I have an issue here, white. And white. Okay. So now if I wanted to see the darker color on the underside, that would be just highlighting in this window textured surface. So now that's just showing me the top part of the fabric, not the underside of the fabric. But I know that I have selected here on the back side of the fabric the light blue. So it's a little confusing. You can pick same color as front or same material as front. I pick same material as front, right? So let's see if I want to go and change the texture. Let's just pick something random. You have to forgive me, I don't have any random things here. Let's just pick something random. Okay, so now I have my texture. Let's make it a little bit, let's make it a little bit bigger. Click on here, slide it up. Now it's on both sides, right? Oh, just scale it to where you think it's good. Okay, so now it's on both sides, but it's still dark until you change it to thick texture surface. So now the thick texture surface is showing me that it's like that on both sides. But now that I've clicked on use same material as front, then that all of these parameters here have changed to be exactly what the front is. So if I turn that off, then I have a little bit of a difference there. Let's see if I turn that underside to a dark color, if that will show through. But it won't show through because of the texture, right? But let's try it. Let's try to make it dark blue. Yes, okay. So now you can see that it's still the same print, but now it's with a dark blue tint. So you have all these options for how you want your fabric to display. So these are where you can find out those little things. If you want to show the inside of the fabric, remember there's a show back texture surface. So now I can see that the inside of the dress is all dark blue. And then if I want to put anything on the inside, like say I want to place a label or anything on the inside, this is how you can do that. So if I'm on the inside for all of this, if I go ahead and take the belt, the little sash that we have here, check that off, and I want to make this black on the inside and white on the outside. It's showing me that it's black on the inside and white on the outside. And then on the front, I could just go ahead and make it some kind of crazy blue color. Why didn't it do it? All right, and there you have it. Not bad, but that's how you get to see all of the parameters of your fabric. You can make it monochrome. You can make it transparent. Is it transparent? Yeah, translucent. This one is transparent. This one is showing the mesh. Wow, look at that mesh. Oh, Jesus. That's some mesh. And then regular and colors showing all of your patterns. So all of your patterns in different colors. So every piece has a different color. That's how you can see that these two are separate pieces, but mirrored. And this is a separate piece. This is a separate piece, but they're unfolded. Okay, so that's it for your fabric. Okay, for the next question, this is a viewer question about exporting your fabric. Once you created a fabric in Substance, which this is my normal, this is my color, so let's just give this a little bit of a different color because I think I moved some files around here. I don't know why I'm making it back to darker color. Okay. So basically I have my fabric. I made my fabric and now I want to export it so I can put it into Clo. So up in your Substance Designer, you're going to go File. Actually, oh, sorry, it's not File. Hold on. It's, there's a little save button right here. Right? So now I've saved it and I want to hey, something's different about this thing here. Oh, okay, so I need to go ahead and make sure that I'm on my output, right? And I want to go to export. That's not it. Hold on. I have to go here and then I want to export this. Save all. Fabric test. Yep, this little wrench right here is your export tool. Kind of weird, but if you click on it, it's like export output. And then that brings you to all of your exports, and you want to go ahead and make sure that all of your material properties are saved out or checked. And then you can go to here. I'm going to save them as JPEG, but here you have also, you can save them as Photoshop files, HDRIs, you can, PNG, which we can save them all as PNG, and they'll all come out as PNG. And then you could go ahead and click on export. It's going to take me right here to this folder. So I can just highlight that folder. I'm going to go and look for that folder right now. And it will be in that folder. So now I have the whole thing saved to this folder. And I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, mark where that folder is. I have it already copied. Then when I go into Clo 3D, I can go ahead, I'm going to put this fabric back to texture surface, and I'm going to go ahead and import this as a PBR fabric. Oh no, I'm sorry, substance. Takes out the whole thing. So now you have to click on this substance file that is here, which now there's no substance file here. Hold on. Oh, the way that I did it first, I did it this way so that you can import all of your maps. So right now, this is the base color. But now I also need my normal map. It's going to be in that folder. Here's my normal PNG. So now I got the texture of the fabric that I could scale it down if I want. And now displacement map. Let's put our height map in there. And let's crank that up a bit. Did that come in? Yeah, there we go. So that one is taking the JPEG. And I'm just going to give this a 1. So I want to see a little bit of difference, but not much. I'll give it a 2. Okay, so that is only visible when you are doing rendering. When you are doing rendering. If I want to do roughness, your metal map is there, but the roughness is not there. So you could do your metal, opacity, color, All right, so I'm gonna do this front and back. I'm gonna change this funky color to a darker purple, and then I'm gonna go and check this out in the render. Now, please note that when you start adding textures that it will be a lot. So I'm going to save this out as the SAR so you can see how you pull that in as well. While you're thinking about it. So I want to save this as close. I want to save this as file, save all, fabric test SBS. Let's see. Okay, my bad. It's already saved. So let me just try to pull it in here. So now look at that. How cute. Okay. Right? Now you see all the texture with the displacement and all that. So now if I want to go ahead and remove all of that, right, I have to click off a render, stop, and I'm going to click off a render. And I want to go ahead and import substance file. I should be able to find the SVSAR in there. No. One more try. It's a little tricky because I don't use this program so much, but here is your exporter thing up here. Publish SBSAR file, and you want to go to, yeah, fabric test, SBSAR, and you want to publish. And it shows up in that same folder that I had. So now it shows up here. Before I was just seeing this one. Now I'm seeing this one. That just popped up. If I go back into Clo, click on this, there it is. And that will bring the whole file in. Now, it's a little different. Actually looks better. So, then putting it in one by one. You can change the resolution to 4K if you want to get really crazy and load up your machine. Let's see what that looks like in the render. Right? Actually, it looks nicer. It is the scale that I wanted. This is not. So I would have to scale this up, down in order to use the separate ones. Oh, Suki, Suki, Suki. Yeah, baby. Now, if I had colorways and I had all kind of custom parameters, random seed, I don't think that's making anything, but I didn't program it. Oh yeah, it does. It does work. Random seed. So you can just like design your fabric and then you can transfer all of the properties just like that. So you export the SBSAR and then you can bring it in under the substance. Okay? I think that's enough questions for now, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.